Hello and welcome to Agentic Forum. Today we are going to talk about Model Context Protocol or MCP. MCP has been at the center stage of Agentic AI for some time. And on this channel, we try to uh, learn the technology and how to use it. So how this video is different, in this video, I'm not going to teach you how to develop a MCP server. We will leave it to the providers or the product team, but we want to use MCP server from different providers. So I'm going to show you how you can use all these MCP servers coming out of the product and services team by knowing their architecture and their capabilities. All right, so I didn't prepare any presentation for that. We are going to discuss the architecture from the website modelcontextprotocol.io. Here you can see and what are the different component of MCP. There are three components of MCP: MCP server, MCP client, and MCP host. Obviously, it's a server and client protocol. That means a program that provides context, it provides the resources, and then the client who actually communicate with server and uses those capabilities. And then there is a MCP host. So that sometimes we think MCP host and client in overlapping manner, but let me give you an example, simple example. So when you're communicating with MCP, whether you're using a Cloud desktop or using Cursor IDE, you are actually using them as MCP host. And every time you try to connect to one particular MCP server, so look at this box. This is a nice representation. This is our MCP host. This can be a IDE running on your laptop. It can be a cloud desktop. And whenever you connect to a MCP server, it creates a MCP client connection to handle all the communication between that server and your machine. So client, there can be multiple MCP clients within one MCP host. Keep that distinction in mind. Let's look at layers. MCP consists of two layers: data layer and transport layer. Data layer is how the client server communication happens, and this is our good old JSON-RPC based communication. And transport layer, there are like two transport layer. Primarily what we are going to use is standard input IO transport. That means you send an input and output is presented at your laptops or computer screen. However, you can also use remote. That time you have to use HTTP, but most of the time you will see we are communicating with MCP using stdio transport. So that's the simple architecture it is. Keep this picture in mind and how you're communicating. You're using JSON request and response, and we are going to use standard IO as our transport. Another thing what you need to know, MCP define three core primitive that server can expose. So whenever we are consuming a services or capability from a MCP provider who has given us a MCP server, and I'm going to show you one MCP server which we will interact in real time. So what they do expose, they expose tools, resources, and prompt. What is tool? Tools are like workflows, or it's a verb. That means you want to perform these actions. You want to perform a file operation. You want to send an API call. And then we have resources. Resources are data sources that provide contextual information to AI application, like database records, API responses, and all these are responsibility of MCP server writer. And then there are some reusable template prompts that MCP server provider provides you, but you can always write queries in your own prompt, own natural language prompts. So tools, resource, and prompt. Let's keep that in mind. Now let's see, to understand what MCP servers are available, you can go to mcpmarket.com. There are multiple websites like this. This one is pretty popular. Here you can go and search for any kind of MCP server provided by the product team. Let's say if I want to say what are the MCP server available from Cisco, not officially from Cisco, but you can see we have Merai Magic, we have ICE, Catalyst Center, and all. And just to give you a glimpse, we are going to deploy or connect with Merai Magic in this video. All right. So you can search for your MCP server. Once you click it, it has all the link, and then eventually it will take you to the Git repo. And we will do that in next section when I walk you through the videos. So what do you need? You need a few things. You need Claude AI, that is from Anthropic, or you need Cursor. So you need a local IDE which you can use to connect to a server. So in our video, we are going to use both. I'm going to show you how you can use Claude AI and how you can also use Cursor IDE to connect to a MCP server. What else you need? You need Python, obviously, and you need a package manager to manage the distribution of packages. There is another, a latest distribution called UV, as you can see here. Nowadays, it's very popular, an extremely fast Python package and project manager written in Rust. So most of the time we use pip and virtual environment and all those things, but UV is getting very popular, and you can actually use UV to install dependency, run your Python program, and all those things. So we are going to experiment with both. I'm going to show you how to use UV versus how to use pip install and so on. And while I was working with MCP Server and setting up my IDE, I have ran into a couple of like logistical challenge, or you learn while you deploy. So for that, some of the write-ups are available here on my Medium channel. You can see Python pip versus UV package manager. So you can use Python pip, and you can also use UV package manager. Which one you should use depend on the MCP server. Sometimes they give you only UV only, sometimes they give you both option, but you should know what is the distinction between Python pip and UV package manager. You can read through this blog post, and the link is in description as well. Comparison, why UV and not why not pip, and how to work with UV sync, UV run, UV add, and so on. Right. So that's the one thing. You can read through pip and UV and decide which one you want to use. Next one is, I ran into some problem while running Cloud Desktop on my MacBook, because MacBook is inherently secured, just like iOS. So it has some permission issues that Cloud Desktop cannot access your restricted folders like document and desktop and other things. So what you have to do, this complete write-up is here, that what was happening, why MCP was not connected, what is the root cause, because my MCP folder was in prohibited locations like document and desktop. So what you have to do, you have to move this to a different location where you have the right permission. And here you can see we had we have moved it to a different location, source user location, and reinitialize the virtual environment, reinstall the Python dependencies, and it was all good. However, while this is particular to the Merai Magic MCP server, while we were running this MCP server or trying to connect to this MCP server, again, Mac OS does see that Merai underscore cache, this location, it sees as a read only. So for that, there was a temp fix where we are going to enable caching to false. That means we are going to disable the caching, or we can create a temp directory where Cloud AI can write to the cache. So these are like a few issues, and I have taken a note, created a blog post so that you don't run into the similar challenges. Link is in description. So let me go ahead and walk you through a video where we are installing Merai Magic MCP server. And again, this is not written by me, but I have forked the repo, and this repo is pretty updated. I have added my issues as well. So link is in description. What is happening here? We are going to install Merai Magic MCP server to our Cursor IDE and Cloud Desktop. And what are the capability it is providing us? It is providing us capability with 40 curated endpoint. Those are like tools, the things you can do, and all those things. Here is clear instruction how to install, and you need the credentials, and credentials goes into .env file, and we will talk about these things when I walk you through the video. And once you have this thing connected, you can go and talk to your Meraki network, like show me all the firewall rules for my network, get all admins in my organization, and all those things. So you can actually work with your network in human language. How exciting is that, right? So let's jump into our demo, how to install and consume MCP servers in Cursor and Cloud Desktop.